Now, after completing section B, we are moving ahead to section C of the same sample paper, now in which question number 57 is there. And before that question, it is a case study theory question in which it is written, the case is, according to the case, you have to give the answer. The case is, Noor, a young student, was trying to demonstrate some properties of light in her science project work, and she kept X inside the box. Means one box is placed inside or in between, which is placed named as X. And with the help of the laser pointer made, light rays passes through the hole on one side of the box. Light rays are passing, ray 1 and ray 2. She had a small butter paper screen to see the spots of light being cast as they emerged. Now over this box X, one side there is a hole through which the rays are entering, and another hole on which a butter paper is placed and the rays are passing out. Ray 1, ray 2, as you see the path of ray 1, ray 2, same ray path is followed on the other side of the box kept in this diagram. Ray 1 below and ray 2 above the ray 1. According to this situation, we have to give the answer for question number 57, 58, 59 and 60. So for first 57th question, what could be X that she placed inside the box to make the rays behave as shown? As you see, the ray 1 is having the same path and ray 2 is also having the same path on the other side of the box. So we can see that option B is a correct answer as a parallel sided glass block. It's a X is what? It is a parallel sided glass box. It's a parallel sided glass box. Option B is correct for question number 57. Now for question number 58. She measured the angles of incidence for both the rays on the left side of the box to be as 48.6 degree. That is angle I equal to 48.6 degree. And she knew the refractive index of the material X inside the box was 1.5. So N given as 1.5. What will be the approximate value of angle of refraction? Here you have to work out angle R. Now as you know, formula, Snell's law, we're going to say that the formula N equals to sine I upon sine of R. Keeping the values of sine I and N over here, we get the value for sine R. Now sine R will be sine I upon N, that is sine of angle 48.6 degree upon N, that is 1.5 given here. And the value of sine 48.6 degree is also given in this question. It is as 0.75 and 1.5. When you simplify these values, you will get the answer as 0.5 or 1 by 2. And when you work out the values for angle of refraction in terms of sine, the value 1 by 2 or 0.5 is for sine of 30 degree. So angle of refraction, that is R equals to 30 degree. Hence option number C is the correct answer for question number 58. Is the correct answer R 30 degree. Now in continuation with this question of section C, question number 59. Her friend noted the following observation from this demonstration. First one is glass is optically rarer than air, which is, I feel, wrong. So part 1 is wrong. Then part 2, air and glass allow light to pass through them with the same velocity, right? With the same velocity. And that means this option number 2 is also seems to be wrong. Now option number 3. Air is optically rarer than glass. Yes, option number 3 is interpreted to be correct. And option number 4. Speed of light through the denser medium is faster than that of the rarer medium. No, it is wrong. Option number 4 is wrong. And now option number 5, which is the last option here. The ratio of sine of angle of incidence in the first medium to the ratio of sine of angle of refraction in the second medium gives the refractive index of the second material with respect to the first one. As earlier in question number 58, we have just seen this, that n equals to sine I upon sine r. Yes, that means option number 5 is correct. So, how many options are correct here? Option number 3 is correct and option number 5 is correct. That makes that under question number 59, part D is the correct answer. This part in which it is written third and fifth one are correct. Okay. So for question number 59, option number D, third part and fifth part are correct. Now the last one, question number 60. Of the same case, if the object inside the box was made of a material with a refractive index less than 1.5. Earlier it was written that this refractive index of box kept here x is 1.5. Now it is given in question number 60 that refractive index is less than 1.5. Then what will be the correct answer? Option A, lateral shift to the rays would be less. B, lateral shift of the rays would have been more. C, lateral shift of the rays would remain the same as before. And D, there is not enough information to comment on any of the above statement. Now for this question, part A is the right answer. And for which I want to explain one thing, that for the lateral shift, whenever we talk about the lateral shift, what is lateral shift or lateral displacement? Basically, it is the perpendicular distance between the emergent ray and the incident ray. And when the light passes out of the glass slab or the refractive medium. So, in this given diagrams, as you see on my screen, that the first one, when the angle R, that is angle of refraction, angle R depend upon what terms? When n equals to sine I upon sine R, we say that refractive index is inversely proportional to sine R. Or you can say that whenever there is an increase in the angle of refraction, there will be a decrease in the refractive index. And R more, then n less. And when n more, then R will be less. That is, the angle of refraction will be larger. So, according to this statement, that which is based on sine n equals to sine I upon sine R, the lateral displacement as the refractive index is getting less. कह रहा है ना कि देखिए रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स 1.5 से कम हो रहा है, मतलब क्या हो गया कि साइन आर क्या हो रहा है, बढ़ रहा है. It is getting increasing. Sin R is increasing, right? So sin R increase means that lateral shift of the rays would be less हो जाएगा. देखिए option A is the correct answer, where it is written lateral shift of the rays would have been less. So that makes the complete explanation of my sample paper, which I have just explained from question number 17 of section A, then the respective questions of physics of section B, and then the last question related to section C. And I hope you will like my video and you will be satisfied with the explanation which I tried my level best. So सबसे ज़्यादा मुझे खुशी होगी आप प्लीज़ मुझे कमेंट करें, रिकमेंड करें, शेयर करें, लाइक करें और जितना ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा हो सके शेयर करें। और अगर कोई कमी दिखती है, आप लोगों को फील होता है या आपको कोई रिक्वायरमेंट है, कुछ आपको पूछना है, क्वेरीज करनी है related to your physics of class 10, then you may ask just writing in the comment box. Thank you for watching my videos. अगर आपको कुछ इसके अलावा भी कोई कन्फ्यूजन या डाउट्स या कोई क्वेश्चन या क्वेरी करनी है तो आप मुझे कमेंट बॉक्स में लिखकर मैसेज कर सकते हैं और पूछ सकते हैं। आगे के क्वेश्चंस जो इस सैम्पल पेपर के हैं वो मैं नेक्स्ट अपने वीडियोस में कंटिन्यू करती रहूँगी। और उसके अलावा आपको अगर कोई भी स्टूडेंट इंटरेस्टेड है क्रैश कोर्स के लिए तो 5 डेज़ क्रैश कोर्स भी मैं कंडक्ट करती हूँ और आप चाहते हैं तो एनरोल कर सकते हैं और कमेंट बॉक्स में लिखकर मुझे बता सकते हैं। थैंक यू। Please do subscribe my channel and like and share to your friends.